I heard about some computer troubles during the stream of Solasta, so hopefully that does
Let's
not.
not. I spoke crime into existence, and the universe punished me. Is what happened with Celesta.
Mm.
So
Solasta campaign setting book win.
I
Tell us that,
honestly really think
developers.
I would love to play a Celesta campaign setting. I think it'd actually be really fun.
I do too.
I'd be totally
I
down
think
for that.
that'd be fun, and I think it would be pretty easy to. I don't know if you can just get the text from the adventure somehow from the video game and just
Yeah.
use that.
I don't know. It's pretty
Be
fun.
pretty easy. All right, but we are all here not
Have
to
to
do that.
provide equally phenomenal voice acting.
Yes, yes.
Oh, then you should just hire me to be the voice actor for everyone, and every character will sound exactly like this, unless they are from the American Southwest, and then they will sound just a little bit different. But to hear that accent, you will have to wait until the Outlaws of Alkenstar. For we are not in Alkenstar, we are not in the Forgotten Realms, we are in the land of Grimnir. And that means we are playing Pathfinder. Now, for a recap rollie for a single hero point, you might want an extra hero point for this mission. Would anyone like to roll off for that for me?
Ooh, for a recap.
For a recap. Ooh, I've got one. Going once, going twice, and
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
John
what's up?
wasn't even here during last session. How will they recap?
the excellent VOD that we provided.
I did. I took extensive notes.
Damn it.
And sold. John, take it away for an extra hero point.
All right. Yeah, we started at the tavern in Halwick, in the clan Hallharn, where Mother Gunbarg introduced us to Rolf, who was a really famous raider that was going to take us to the east of Hallharn, to a freaky tower that the Volv have seen in their visions. We aren't really sure what this tower is, but they think that whatever is there could tell us if Ragnarok is coming. So we set out, or I guess the party did, which consists of Eric, Vestar, Karand, and Esserok, and Grandma Tova, to go see what's going on with this freaky tower. I believe the trip was going to be like 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. It was a long time. In the meantime, the party decided to take some downtime and just did some shenanigans. Some of them learned to cook. Some of them did some fishing. I think so at one point, Esserok fought off a shark. Mm-hmm. So he says, theoretically. But as we were sailing, we ended up being attacked not by a creature from the sea, but from our own crew members. At which point we had to fend off our vessel from the crew of raiders that we had brought with us. After defeating them, we discovered that... Correct me if I'm wrong here. My notes get a little vague after this. We discovered that they had some kind of splinter in their brain.
That is exactly right. They had like shards of tree bark embedded in their skulls.
Yes, they had shards of tree bark in their skulls, and I have a ironwood question mark next to my notes here. So we think that might have been ironwood, possibly. And while we were doing this, we discovered that Hrolf was ill. He was a little sick, he wasn't moving as quickly, and he explained that the raiders that turned on us were the same raiders that he had gone on a raid with not too long ago. And it's possible that while they are on the raid, they may have been infected with some kind of splinters or some kind. We're very worried about Hrolf. We need to probably figure out what's going on with that. Maybe get him healed of some kind. Maybe go try to find a Volv or a cleric. Vestar. Try to help him out. Who really knows? I believe I also have on here that there was a myth that we went over as well that was told during downtime. You're a great cleric, Vestar. Don't worry about it. We learned about Aldwin's White Ravens, or Aldine's White Ravens, excuse me. So when Boda was slain and the Rainbow Spear is broken and the Stone Court came to be, Aldine got a lot more divine power than the rest of the Stone Court. And that divine power kind of leaked out into the ravens that rested on her shoulders, on her stone shoulders. These ravens got bleached to white instead of the regular black, and they are said to carry her whispers across the lands of Grimnir. I also have, my note says Ravens Bay, so ravens are cute, I guess. I don't know why I put that there. Who knows? So yeah, Aldine basically sends her visions and her whispers through these ravens. And I believe that's where we ended as the tower came into view. We also learned very briefly about Blood Jotun, which are born of malice, and they can give spooky dreams.
That is exactly right. Thank you. You have earned an additional hero point.
Hooray.
And now I'm going to give everyone 1 hero point. So John is going to now have 2, and everyone else is going to have 1. So that's because John, best boy.
Best boy.
Is
boy.
John willing to pass a hero point?
Do you want it? John's actually not here right now, so
Oh, that's right. We was stuck with the old lady.
yeah, sorry, let me delete
Oh.
his token off the main page here. It's just incorrect. He's not here. Here we go. This is the real lady. There she is.
I love that. Well, everyone, let me set us up here for our scene. It has been 1 day since the attempt on Hrolf's life, so it is currently the 12th of Hillistral. Still winter in the lands of Grimnir. Almost 1 p.m. as your boats land ashore, a beach made of dark sand and covered in sharp black lava rocks. You see there is a tower stretching into the clouds about 60 feet high. It is like no structure you have ever seen, built from close-fitting dark stone with barely a seam. There may be windows on the upper level, but it is hard to determine or to see. There is a balcony 30 feet above you, full of rubble. From your vantage point on the beach, you can see a gash in the southern wall, with rock and debris flowing into the tower. Otherwise, the lava field extends to the south and the east, with hills far in the distance. There's a trace of snow on the wind, though the ground itself is warm enough to melt it shortly after it's falling. I am activating a map. The time of day is roughly 1 p.m., though light in Grimnir this time of year, well, in winter, never gets brighter than dim light. The 2 ships left from your embarkment from Holwick are all that is left of the 5. The crew members that have survived the journey are surveying the grounds, counting your materials and provisions, as Hrolf is still seemingly recovering from his injuries. As the camera looks across the beach, Eric, can you give us an establishing shot of what Eric is doing in the moment as you all have made landfall here at this tower?
I guess in this moment he would be drying off himself and observing each and every crew member to see if they're up to anything, as he's a bit paranoid now, not knowing who to trust or who to watch out for. Except his comrades, of course.
I love that. Going forward, the camera looks from Eric, I would say sensually, drying himself off, somehow with a cotton wick towel, maybe he got that from a lot misplaced one, a lost one here in the land of Grimnir. We see Vestar standing on the beach. What do we see from Vestar in this moment?
Vestar is unleashing his Aeon Stones, so it's not completely dark around him. And he is keeping an eye on Hrolf, just kind of getting a general sense of if this dude's going to make it or not, or if he should just stay back at the ship, even though I know he's going to be stubborn and want to continue on anyway.
You have read Rolf perfectly. Thank you, Vestar. As the camera pans to Tova, what do we see from Tova in this moment?
Tova gets off the ship. She's very stout as she lands. She is definitely, the bodies that we got from the crew members that we slayed, have we decided we're going to burn them on this beach? Or did we end up throwing them into the sea? Okay.
We decide we'll burn them.
Okay. Then Tova is probably looking for anything that might be flammable nearby to start making a pyre for the raiders that they were responsible for slaying.
Absolutely. I'm going to kill these 3 raiders to represent the 3 dead bodies that you all created.
Oh no. There they go.
There we go. There we go, killing again. Perfect. So, absolutely, you can find driftwood and the remains of boats that were, well, close by you in the bay of this island that you could potentially rope ashore to make a pyre. Thank you, Tova. As the camera pans to Esarok, what do we see from Esarok in this moment?
I like to imagine that as he kind of gets up to the shore, he takes his hands and kind of digs them in the sand, just kind of rubbing the grip between them. Takes a little bit, kind of rubs it on his face as well. Takes a deep breath of the kind of salty air and just kind of stares upwards at this tower. Also, you said it'd been a day, right?
Correct. It is
I'm gonna
now
take a
the
long
12th
rest.
of Hesterol. Yes,
I got hurt.
If you got hurt, if you have any abilities that would come back on a rest, those would recharge because you did have the opportunity to rest on the ship. You also had a very nice shared dream experience with one another, not fueled by acid or cocaine.
I forgot to actually mention the dream in the recap. I believe we all were at the tower, and while we were looking around, the earth beneath our feet began to fall as we fell into some kind of rainbow light.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. A portal made of this rainbow energy. A chromatic entrance to the future, or a radiant exit to your doom. It is to be seen. As we have seen what everyone is kind of up to in the moment, Hrolf would approach the group of heroes, the 4 raiders that he and Lady Goomberg almost picked for this mission. And Hrolf will say, everyone, I would like for most of our crew to wait here with the boats. Check out the beach, see if there's anything that we may have missed upon initial inspection. And I would like you all to come with me, and maybe a couple of the other raiders, and we will go and check out the tower.
Are you sure about that, with your condition?
I'm very sure. Even injured, and he lifts up his shirt to show you his All Might-like wound. I am still the most experienced one here, as a raider of over 100 raids.
Vestar, do you think he's okay to go? You're the cleric guy.
I'm not going to challenge him. He knows what he's doing.
All right, let's go.
Those of you that remain on the beach, make sure these bodies get burnt.
Hrolf, before we go, if you end up turning against us because you go crazy and whatnot, I mean, do you want us to put you down, go out with a fight?
If I start to show any signs of infection by the Ironwood, I expect for you to free my head from my body and end the infection. The only way that we know that works.
Do you want a sword or an axe?
If the blade cuts true, the hilt or handle matters little.
Sounds good.
He will nod, and as Vestar alights his ion stone, you can make the trudge. It would be on this map south towards the tower that is sprawling up into the sky.
Alrighty then. Let's make our way forward.
What's the worst you think will happen if we... What do you think we'll find in there?
That depends. Asaroth, do you remember the dream we had?
Too well.
Then I expect about that much.
I'd hope a little less. Maybe we can do without the falling in floors, or Court help us, a Jotun.
That's not something you joke about.
I'm
Not
not
now.
joking. I'm saying it's something we could.
It doesn't take you long as you trudge up the beach to make it to the outskirts of the tower. As you are kind of looking at the tower, a odd sensation fills the back of your minds. It is alien in almost every way. Its construction, odd and unique. Its energy that it gives off, eccentric. Haralf motions to the other raiders to begin checking things out. But from what it looks like, as you enter into the foyer, or as Rolf enters into the foyer, he doesn't notice an initial way in. But he is not a hero. You are the heroes.
So, what did the Volves tell us exactly we're looking for? Like, I'm just looking for a really fancy rock, or...
Explore the tower. Look for signs of Ragnarok.
Do you think we'll fight any Jotun?
Pray that we don't.
That is what I am hoping exactly doesn't happen.
Ah, you kids.
But
Those
to
of
answer
you who
your
are...
question, given our dreams, expect it will come in the form of iridescent, some sort of rainbow. That will be the sign.
Eric will take out his great axe.
Tova will draw her bastard sword.
Those of you who are interested or might want to potentially find another way in, as you look, you see that the raid leader and your fellow raiders have moved through the gap in the wall into this foyer. The room has sunk about 5 feet below the ground outside. There are orbs of light within the room, flickering a faint light. There are numerous other fragments of these orbs covering the ground, as if they were broken. There is also a fair bit of small and medium-sized lava rocks covering the ground, as if blown in from the outside. A few inner walls have collapsed here on the map. preventing any potential doorways further into the tower. It appears to be a dead end. Herolf strokes his beard and looks to you all and says, "Are any of you good at finding or seeing things that aren't obvious?"
Good enough at it.
And Herolf, aka your DM, will say, "As you are investigating the room, please give me a perception check to see if you notice anything, my heroes."
Can I attempt to give Esarok an aid action for this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm going to say the DC of this aid is, normally it's a 20. It is not a 20 in this case, because you are all looking and it is a relatively small space. I will set the DC at a 15.
What is
You want these rolls blind, Chief?
I will say no, because you are going to know relatively quickly if you see something or not.
Quick question. How do I roll perception again?
You shouldn't be able to just click perception on the character sheet, which is on the front page, and it should roll.
Yeah, it's
I'm
on the
sorry.
front. It's different. No, you're good.
I lost track of it.
Honestly, I thought that when on first inspection that I really like the character sheet here in the Pathfinder 2e system. Now I'm thinking that it's like incredibly busy.
It's okay. I removed a lot of the tabs, so I don't have to flip through so many.
It takes some
That's a
getting
good-
used to, but
Yeah.
it's not bad.
It's not the worst thing I've seen.
Mm. And we've seen bad out there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, as Esarok and as Karond, and really, Tova, as you are helping, you notice something strange in the ground. You move a few rocks to the side, and you see that there is a crevasse in the floor large enough for you to squeeze through, jump down to the floor below.
That doesn't look like rainbows to me.
It's a way in.
Well, you know what they say, ladies first, and Tova is just gonna jump in,
I love that.
throwing caution to the wind.
Tova, can you give me a either acrobatics or athletics check as you jump through the hole?
Alrighty.
Excellent. You guys do not hear a scream, a crash, a cry, and then a neck broke at the end of that jump.
How far did I fall, give or take?
You went down exactly 30 feet, but you land in a blade pose, so you do not take any falling damage from this.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Vestar gets out his grappling hook with a rope attached to it. Is there anything to attach it to that we can use as an anchor to lower ourselves down much easier than jumping?
Yes, there are several lava rocks that are actually the size of, if not larger, than you guys. They're like the size of your bodies. So you could easily suspend a grappling hook from one of those.
He does so and then starts rappelling down.
Yes, no check necessary. You steel yourself up and begin to Batman your way down.
You want to go next, Esarok, or do you want me?
I'll go. And I will start climbing down the rope he has made.
Excellent. I have a good idea for this real quick as you guys are rappelling down. So, as you begin to rappel down, everyone, the darkness begins to increase because you are exiting the light radius of the glowing orbs.
I
And
have
I'm
an
just-
Aeon Stone.
Oh, that's right. If you are not, well, Tova would have went down completely in darkness. Vestar would not be in darkness. And depending on how far away Esserok and Eric are from Vestar, they would be either in light or in darkness. I'm just going to quickly make a teleport cue for you all. I hope it does not break your verisimilitude if that is an actual portal that you're going to teleport into.
Do we click on it or do we move our character over it?
You will move your character into the portal, and that
Okay.
should
Ah, that was so cool.
take you into it.
Oh god, I went back.
Oh my god.
Oh god, where'd I go? Oh god.
Hold on. It took you to the wrong place.
Oh man.
Help! I'm stuck in portals.
That's okay.
Oh no, you don't want to be stuck in portals.
I'm gonna go back.
Hold on.
I'm back.
I will take you guys to the right spot because your DM is a hack and he programmed his portal wrong.
Oh.
Don't worry, no spoilers. Okay.
That was a
Now-
strange hole.
That was a weird hole. Not the weirdest hole I've been to, though.
Oh, Eric somehow got
Where
left
am I?
behind.
I went somewhere else.
So, as all of these raiders descend from this hole, you see something interesting. You see a man who seems to sparkle with an interesting rainbow energy, ruffling through the rubble and the items in this room. And, John, you are in this room.
Oh, shit, I got two characters now. What do I do? I gotta kill one real quick. Hang on.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of that.
Is that who I think it is?
Fuck.
You recognize the man bun.
You're goddamn right. Oi, John.
Ah! Yeah, he's gonna take out his quarterstaff as he turns. Oh! Eric? Asper?
Fuck, John.
What? Don't. What the fuck? What the fuck you?
How and the why are you?
I walked. If that's the how.
From
You
where?
walk over.
From home. Nowhere isn't too far from here. It was about maybe a week's walk. What are you all doing here, and how did you get here?
Did you walk over water to get here?
No. I can't. What? I can't do that.
We took a boat.
Ah. Well, it's lovely to see you all again. Why are you here?
We had strange dreams of a tower.
Ah. I've had strange dreams as well of a tower.
Did you fall?
Did I fall? No.
What happened in yours?
No, I just saw a tower of some kind. And when I talked to Toad, he said I should come down here and investigate.
Toad?
Oh, yes, he's one of my friends at Nowhere.
You are home.
At Nowhere, yes, just to the north of here.
Is Toad also a outsider?
No, he's oh goodness, what are they called? The small folk with the mushroom heads. I cannot remember the word for them right now. They're some kind of fey creatures or something. Either way, he's been helping me with everything. But I'm assuming you're here to investigate the tower as well as I am.
You know what's going on here?
No, not really. I have haven't gotten too far. I only got here a few hours ago. I got distracted, trying to get down here in the first place. I didn't really want to jump down here with no light source after all. That'd be stupid.
Tell us, John,
Hmm.
do you know what Ragnarok is?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's... I have an idea of what it is. I'm assuming it's some apocalyptic force, for this world. Yeah, there's different words for it where I'm from, but Ragnarok is a common one.
We were sent here because we believe this tower has something to do with it. Science.
I don't know how a tower would necessarily do that, but I was about to start finishing up what I was investigating over here, and I can let you know what I find.
Alright, good. Good to have you with us.
It's wonderful to see you all again.
Also a dangerous place to come alone.
Safer in the long run of things, though. Trying to cross the desert to get here is surprisingly difficult when you're with a large group. It's easier to hide from monsters when you're by yourself.
Good to see you. Alright, what have you found so far?
Well, let me make a history check, and I will let you know. So I'm going to go back to the rubble I was digging in, and I know we talked about this orb. I pretty much want to find, how old some of the stone has been cut, like how old it is, any erosion that may have occurred, any kind of, cultural craftsmanship that I might be able to recognize.
I think he went AFK
Oh,
for a
he went
minute.
AFK, he's gone. Oh man, I'm talking to myself now. Oh, he did go AFK. He's gone. Oh yeah, he's gone.
Okay, so which one of us is killing Toba?
You're not talking about killing me, are you? Who's the nerd? You all know him?
Oh, that's John. He's been with us a couple of times. He's a good man.
He's small.
Some kind of wizard.
The worst kind.
He's helpful, and he's nice.
Doesn't have an axe or anything. No sword.
Sorry, everyone. I had to say goodnight to my wife. She just made it home from working, and we had to medicate the dogs very quickly. So, everyone, within this room, you see John and Thorfinn. But you also see some other things that I should point out to you. Inside of this, well, lower level of the tower, it is an unnatural cavern, roughly 20 feet in radius. The only obvious exit that you can make out is a doorway far to the west. Use the old shift ping there. Beyond the door, you all can make out a slightly disturbing sound. You hear squealing, if not of dozens, but of hundreds of creatures. This fills the air of the cavern.
John was about to explain to the party his findings, but upon the squealing, I think he's going to close his journal that he was writing in.
Now, everyone, as you are kind of looking around the room, possibly wondering what the hell that squealing is, could I have everyone give me perception checks as you look about the room? John, you can have a +1 circumstance bonus, because you have been here for a long time searching the room.
Hooray.
Excellent. So, Eric and John, as you are looking about the room, you notice a couple of things. First, John, you notice one of the knocked over shelves has a hidden compartment within.
Interesting.
As you open the compartment, does anyone hear a snapping fingers?
I do hear it. Are you snapping over there, Carsafona?
No, that's not me.
I have dropped a spell scroll onto John's sheet. Whether he shares what it does with
Sorry,
the party.
that was me trying to get my cat to leave my dog alone.
I thought you were like gonna give us your very own
What's
Switch
this?
Direct or something.
No, just trying to get my animals to not bother each other
It is a very difficult thing.
with
John,
yelling.
you notice that spell scroll?
Okay.
Eric, you are able to notice, as it is about to happen, a giant rat jump out of a pile of garbage and latch itself onto Grandma Tova's face. You all begin to hear those same sorts of squealing noises, intense in volume, as this creature leaves these piles of refuse and begin to attack. I would like everyone to roll initiative as these rats, which seem to be made out of paper, wicker, and bits of straw, begin to attack.
Well, they're not Jotun, but they're fucking annoying.
Tova laughs maniacally as this rat jumps on her face.
Man, look at those rolls.
And we need to have some music.
Yeah, they look like possums, actually. Yeah. Oh, it's a bop.
And let me roll for the rats.
Everyone's rolling so damn high.
I know, yeah.
You guys did pretty well. We will begin the encounter. Esarok.
Okay, so knowing these creatures are coming, being able to hear them beforehand, would I have had time to already have my weapon out?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will spin around, staring at this particular rat. I will mark it as my prey. I'm going to fire a crossbow bolt into it.
I just love that it creates a big old picture of your face on top of it. That is a hit.
All right. It suffers 6 hull damage.
The wicker rat releases a screech in pain as the arrow pierces its flesh. But blood does not run from its wound.
I am going to stay here next to Vestar, so I am just going to use my last action to just reload my crossbow already.
John, you didn't catch sight of these creatures before, but now they are looking at you.
It was so polite of them not to attack me while my back was turned. I really appreciate that, honestly. We should let them go. I am going to make a recall knowledge check. Because you said the blood didn't run when he got attacked?
Yes, no blood came from their wounds.
Okay. I'm going to make a recall knowledge check on them. Well, there's a macro for that now. I can use that. Hang on. Magic. Where is it? There it is. Alright, you should have gotten that, yeah.
Absolutely. Excellent. So, here's what you know about these wicker rats. They are not animals. They aren't beasts. They are constructs of some foul magic. They
Okay.
are in similar, or I should say, they are almost a facsimile of a real beast. So they will have all of the abilities of a real beast, while suffering none of the weaknesses of an animal. They don't need to eat. They don't need to breathe. They don't need to sleep.
Do
But
I
they
know?
enjoy to.
Do I know if they're immune to mental?
You would know that they are not immune to mental. These constructs, being a facsimile of life, actually replicate it in many
Okay.
ways.
All right, awesome. So that's one action to do that. I'm then going to cast Reality Flicker on this fella over here. She needs to make a will save. I'll see if he saves before I say anything. Damn.
He got a
okay.
20.
Okay. So he takes half damage. For this, I'll roll damage. 2.
Ooh.
Alright, so I believe that, yes, so I roll a 1d4 now, and he gains the following condition. So he becomes Frightened 1,
Interesting. Okay.
and I'm sustaining this.
Isn't that at the end of it, if he fails?
Yeah, so if he fails, the target takes 1d4 damage and rolls a 1d4 and gains the following condition until the end of its next turn. So he has that until the end of his next turn.
Creature is frightened
Oh, sorry.
as it looks at you and
Yeah, so
in fear.
John is gonna hold out his wolf staff, and he's going to have the target's mind pretty much be assaulted by these sparkling rainbows around it as he starts to just pull its mind through different realities.
I love it. Excellent, John. Thank you.
And then for my last action, one more. Sorry, I'm
you're
gonna
good.
cast shield on myself.
I love it.
And that's my turn.
The doubtful giant wicker rat lets out a menacing squeak as it begins to move. As it moves to here. That is its first action. It sees this sweet old lady here, and it will attempt to bite her on the face.
You leave me alone, you giant insect rat thing.
Ah, that is a 26.
Well, that
One
hits.
away from a critical. So it deals 4 damage, and I'm going to need you to give me a saving throw against filth fever.
Oh no.
It's a fortitude save.
Alright, can't remember when you got this. 18.
Okay, an 18 is a success. You do not succumb to the effects of filth fever.
Wonderful.
And the creature then sees that it is in a, I would say, less than optimal position to remain alive. So it is going to attempt to tumble through our friend Tova's space.
Alright, well, okay. Right this way, sir. Go right ahead.
It is a rat, so it just goes right through the 5-hole of your legs. To there. And it just squeaks as it does so. Okay, the sprite giant wicker rat runs forward towards our friend John.
No, don't do that. I'm squishy.
And it will target John because its head is like pounding and it feels the effects of your magic. And it is going to attempt to almost like jump on John to try to knock him to the ground with a trip.
Okay, good luck. Woo.
Oh
Good,
my
that's it.
god.
That is success by fire.
I listen, man. Melee fighting is hard for John. Okay.
So you all see the rat, the size of a small dog, just jump onto John's chest, and John just goes, which I believe knocks John prone.
Yep, I am knocked prone.
As John is knocked prone, the creature attempts to wrap its jaws around John's throat and squeeze with a strike.
Wow, that's a miss. Oh no, it's a hit. Just kidding.
Wait.
Because flat-footed and prone.
I'm flat-footed. Yeah.
But it also has a -5 because you tripped it.
Oh yeah, it has. Oh yeah, I think that's. Is that added in there? The MAP -5.
Oh, excuse me. I hit the wrong button. So that should be another -4
So it'd be a
on
10.
there.
So that is a
So
miss.
So you would miss you. So
Hell
it tries to bite on your throat, but Thorfinn is grabbing its tail with its teeth, and it's like,
Yeah, thanks, Thorfinn. Can really show
Aw.
that in you.
and that is it. Eric, good call there. You are up.
I'm gonna yell to John. John, get closer! And he's
I
going
can't
to.
get closer. There's a possum up my chest.
You know what I meant, damn it. And
Help!
he's going to turn to this one right here, doubtful. Burst action, rage. Let's see, can I rage? Yep. You'll see his tattoo lights up into this crimson red as flames begin to bellow out, no, not burst out and cycle around his body. And he's going to use Sudden Charge. And he will actually move right to where this rat struck John.
Mm.
My hero.
What? Ooh,
Oh, I don't know where I am.
hold
I'll
on.
be way out of range.
I see what happened. I need to get rid of the teleportation circle.
Yes, please.
we
Please
walked
do.
into it.
Oh my god. Well, actually, I would have still had movement to go here, so yeah.
Mhm.
I'm then going to target and attack.
Oh, that is a hit. Ooh, or 6 damage.
Now, since they look like they're made of wood, does the fire seems like it does anything to them or no?
So, that is a good question. So they would take 4 damage from your fire, but you see that they have a certain weakness to the fire, and it is weakness to fire. So that would be they would take 4 damage from your fire.
Okay. Alright, that's good.
Mhm.
And see.
Yep.
Rage, Sudden Charge. Yep, that'll be his turn.
Tova, you have been bitten by a rat.
Where'd it go? Hey, yeah, I'm coming for you, you squeaky little bastard. Alright, I'm going to stride and I'm going to bring my bastard sword down on it. Do I have a shield equipped currently? I do. Okay. Oh. Tova, no.
The rat performs a Matrix-esque dodge.
You know what? I got a big sword and I got a small brain. I'm gonna hit it again with a -5.
Do it.
13. Damn. Alright, she's gonna just swing wildly at this rat as she screeches.
As many people in real world would do as they see a rat.
I'm gonna kick you up and put you in a stew.
I love it. Smash a boil, put you with a stew. Excellent. Vestar, there are rats about.
Well, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to pray to Luta and end up casting one of his many spells where the blue light again appears on his hand. He touches Tova on the shoulder, and will cast Forbidding Ward on her. Oops.
He's really trying to make sure Tova doesn't die.
Pretty much.
He's really trying. He's so
And then he
determined.
will raise shield.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Excellent. The fading giant wicker rat barks at you with a sharpness to its squeals.
Alright, I have a +1 armor bonus to this this fella.
Excellent. Let's see here. It is going to try to bite you with its jaws.
Oof.
There's an 18 to hit.
Does meats beats in this system?
I believe so.
Alright, then yes, it will hit.
As you deal 5 damage, and I'm going to need you to make another save against Filth Fever.
17.
Okay. That is enough to not suffer the effects of Filth Fever. The creature is going to simply bite a second time, trying to get more purchase. It misses for its final action. It is going to try this. It is a very low likelihood of working. It is going to try to trip Tova by launching its body into your legs.
No. Oh, simply not. Get on the ground.
So it falls prone as its body is just no match for your powerful legs.
Stout legs.
Okay. The important wicker rat sees that it has a flank. So it's going to come over and bite Tova after using its first action to stride.
I totally forgot about flanking. Whoops.
Oh, but you know what? Misses. It says, "Arr," and it will attempt one final time for its final Pac-Man. And misses. Grandma Tova's The Luck of Luta is changing the flow of this battle.
Luta is with me.
He's a
There are-
feisty lady.
That's right, there are several rats about trying to eat your friend Tova. One of them is on the body of your ally John. What do you do?
Indeed. But I've already got Doubtful marked as my prey, so take a 5-foot step back. I have this one trained on my sights, so it is going to continue being my prey, as I will fire down at Doubtful. It is a
Oh.
hit.
That is a hit.
This time it takes 9 damage.
The wicker rat continues to not bleed, but what you do see, interestingly enough, out of its wound, you see spoils of thread begin to almost leak out, as if you had sliced open its belly and its intestines were rolling out.
I grin at it and I'm just like, come and get some as I reload my crossbow. John, your turn.
You know what? I'm gonna stay on the ground. I know this isn't a very good place to be, but I'm gonna stay right where I am.
John, you get back up here.
No, I'm,
Well, help. Get back up here, so help me.
no, hang on. I'm going to, I know, watch John dying grandma live. That'd be pretty funny. I'm going to, cackle for a focus point. So I'm going to maintain reality flicker on the possum. So he is going to become stupefied 1. I'll put that in chat over there. Oh, well, yeah. Oh wait, no, it's supposed to be stupefied. Sorry, I guess I brought over the wrong one. There we go. I'm going to maintain my hex on him for free. And then, with my 3 Pac-Mans, I am going to cast... Yeah, why not? I was originally going to do this, this is fine. I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile for actually 2 Pac-Mans. I feel like I just stand up first, right? As I feel like that is... Yeah, I'll stand up first. Yeah, I'll stand up first. So I guess 1 Pac-Man to stand up.
I was like, you can just do this whole thing from the ground.
I'll stand up and then cast telekinetic projectile on this fella. I'll make it bludgeoning. Why not?
Okay. Wow, yeah, that's a hit.
Alrighty. 6 bludgeoning damage.
You hit it, and with a great impact from its mouth, as if you were knocking its teeth out, a bunch of rolled up like paper clippings fall out of its mouth, as if you knocked out its teeth.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I imagine I just kind of pointed at some of the rubble, picked it up with my brain, and then hurled it at this thing. That is my turn, though.
Alright, the doubtful one. It is going to make a stride. As it makes its way toward Esarok. And it will target Esarok. And Esarok, it is going to attempt to bite you, but you are able to pull out right in the right time. And the creature will then go ahead and take another stride as it runs towards John.
Son of a...
Leave me alone. I'm sorry. I was because I'm a nerd and I'm tasty, huh? Yeah, okay, you rats. I see your game.
Tasty nerds. It's the flavor of the month.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay, the sprite will hiss at John because it can feel you trying to telekinetically bend it to your will.
Look, turn around. Look at Eric. He's so big and scary. Look at him. Stop. Oh no. Okay.
As it bites down on Eric for 8.
Oh, good. It wasn't me. Whew, all right.
Wait, it's hitting me?
You targeted John, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on John.
Oh, okay. Damn
The
it.
sprite will then, it's going to take a
Ow.
step action. Or no, that's done. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and target Eric. And let's see here. Eric, it's gonna try to tumble through your square. Wow.
I mean, damn, I guess.
As it just through your square. And that was 1 Pac-Man to attack, 1 Pac-Man to tumble through. It'll just make another stride as it heads towards Vestar. Eric.
John, are you doing good, buddy?
You know, I've been better. I won't lie. There's another possum behind me.
Alright. Yes, I can help. God.
I'm sorry if I'm an inconvenience.
What? No. Slightly, maybe. No. He'll stride behind for a flank. For his first action, second one to strike.
Let's see it here.
Oh,
that is
nice.
a critical.
Crit. Hell yeah.
So as you deal overkill damage to this creature, as you slice it in half, the creature falls apart as if you chopped in half a book. You see that it is just made of paper, of pulp, of weird stuffs found in the tower, bits of stone, bits of sticks. And its listless eyes stare up to you, made of buttons.
These almost look like toys.
Alright, that was the second action. Third action.
Hey, that one was mine.
You snooze, you lose, old man. He'll third action stride behind for a flank. And his turn.
that when one of them says, "We're the same age." Tova, you are flanked by 2 of these possums.
Yeah, everything hurts real bad. I'm gonna, for one action, cast Lay on Hands on myself.
Mm.
For 6. Second action, I'm going to look at the one that's prone and make a big swing with my Great Axe. Not Great Axe, my Bastard Sword. Make sure I'm targeting him. Ooh, 14. I don't think it hits.
A 14 is not going to do it
Damn.
on this rat.
Oh, I didn't actually target him, so that'd be a +2 technically. So it'd be a 16.
Oh,
Does that help?
with a 16, it does.
All
Their armor
right.
class is only a 15.
Sorry, I realized I guess I need to target them before I hit the button.
Mm.
Alright, so it's 10.
Yes, you are covered in shreds of paper and a little bit of ink as you slash into this giant wicker rack.
Oh, I got another Pac-Man, sorry. I'm gonna turn around to this one over here, and I'm gonna try to trip it. Oh, wait, I can only do that if I have free hand, which I do not have. So I guess I'm gonna just I'm gonna raise my shield and be responsible.
A certain, well, I guess he is a fighter now. A certain fighter exploring some vaults would be very proud of you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know how to do that. How do I... I've never raised a shield before. I'm never careful
It's
in
an
my
action.
life. How do I... Is there a macro I can hit?
You might have to do a quick insert and drop it onto your sheet.
Raise shield. Okay, sure. I gotcha. I'll figure that out. We're good.
Cool. Okay, raising your shield and applying that to your sheet. And then Vestar, you are making a meat sandwich. You and Eric are the bread. This rat is the condiments.
Excellent. I would like to sustain the forbidden ward on Tova. And then he
Excellent.
will take a swing at this bright giant wicker rat.
Wow, that is a huge hit.
It's not Eric damage. And then he will raise his shield again.
It may not have been Eric damage, but the creature has fallen.
That's his turn.
All right, fading. It's got all sorts of stuff wrong with it. It's first of all, it's going to spend 1 action to do a kip up, like a martial artist, so it is no longer prone. Waiting to get opportunity attacked. It closes its eyes,
Nothing
seeing
comes.
it hasn't.
Yeah, nothing comes. I don't have attack opportunities.
It will go for an attack. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh,
That
saved
is a
it from
hit
being a
by
crit,
9.
though. Saved it from being
Yes.
a crit, so that's good.
For only 4 damage. The creature will then just attack a second time, because it's got a flanking bonus.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, what? Were you gonna do some?
I was gonna
some-
I was gonna shield block that. I can do that real quick.
No problem.
There we go.
But your raising the shield helped, because
Yes.
it made that last one not hit.
And I will
All
absorb
right.
that 4 damage.
Your shield takes it. Okay, the important giant rat. Let's see here. It's going to first start out by attacking Grandma's back. Missing. It will then take a 5-foot step to here, and then it's going to attack Esarok at a map -4 and miss. Esarok, you're up.
I am. I skirt back to the side, and I'm going to stare this one down and make it my prey, and I'll fire my crossbows, my 3rd action, into it.
There we go.
It is a miss, though.
You have a hero point.
I do.
I do.
I'm gonna save it for later.
Okay.
That is my 3 actions.
John, you are up. 2 of the creatures have been defeated.
Oh god. My body hurts. I'm going to Oh, that one's dead, so I don't need to sustain that anymore, so that's good. I'm going to... I'm gonna cast Electric Arc, I think. They need to be within 30 feet of me. Oop, that's not the right ruler. 30, awesome. Alright, Electric Arc is going at the two of the important rat and the fading wicker rat. There you go.
So I need to make a save for both of these little rodents. So shift both of these guys and click basic save.
Ooh, failure. Okay.
Failure and then success.
Alright, so then one is going to take full 8 damage, and the last one will take 4 damage.
Okay, well 8 was a very unlucky number for damage because this creature is electrocuted
Ooh, see ya.
and knocked out. Important saving will take half. It is still looking fresh.
Okay. And then I'm going to, as an action, cast Reality Flicker on it.
Mm.
So it needs to make another save. Alright, so he still takes the damage for 2 damage. And he becomes enfeebled.
It
Until
reaches
the end
its
of his
hand up.
turn.
I'm so feebled.
Yeah, you're so feebled. Ha ha. That is my turn.
Excellent. Great turn from John Bon. All right, if that was all 3, Eric.
Alright. He sees this lone, important giant wicker rat by itself. He has decided to keep it company. He will set in charge.
How nice of you. You saw I was lonely. Very nice of you. Yeah.
Alright, he will strike it as part of that. He missed. That's embarrassing. He will hero point that.
Yes. You can't let any of the other members of the Hallharn raiding clan know that you missed a rat made of yarn. That hits.
21 to hit.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's 11 from the base damage, then essentially 4 fire damage. So, what does it look like as you kill this rat?
I just repeatedly beat it into the ground with my great axe.
As you do so, the encounter ends. You hear a voice from up above. You recognize the voice immediately as Hrolf. Hrolf will say, "Hey, Tova, we actually could use your help up here. We found a handhold that we think we could start digging out, and we need your delicate but strong hands to help. Do you think that you could climb back up the rope?"
I don't know, I'm having a blast down here with these raiders. I don't know if I'm ready to go just yet.
He will say, "I will make it worth your while. I have something in my pouch that I think you would be quite interested in."
Is it a nice home-baked apple pie?
He says, "It's not quite an apple pie, but it is a horn of famous Luton mead."
Oh, that's all you had to say. And like a spider, she scales the rope and disappears into the sunset.
Here, let's see if I did the thing right.
There she goes. Oh.
Yes.
Make sure
Yeah.
you delete the portal afterwards so none of us gets
Okay.
through.
How do I go back though? I went with Toba. How do I return to John?
You have to release a character, I believe.
Now, if I shift you, or shift click,
Yeah, I have John. I never had Toba technically. Oh, I'm back. Oh, thank you. There you go.
in the battle, Esarok, something happened that you noticed. In the chaos, in the shifting, a small crate actually dropped out of the wall and landed in this side of the room.
Huh. That's an odd one. Yeah, go kick it open, Eric.
Oh, well, hang on. If it's might be dangerous, might want to check, make sure it's not trapped by any freaky rats or anything.
That's why I'm sending Eric to kick it. It'll be fine.
I mean, Eric's a pretty cool guy, and he's pretty strong.
He's made of tough stuff. I believe in his ability to get it open and not die.
Okay, we believe in you, Eric. Don't die.
You're doing great work.
I feel like that's sarcasm. Was that sarcasm, John?
I don't know at this point. I'm not really sure.
I'm gonna just think that's sarcasm. Fuck you, Asarak. I'm gonna kick it open anyway.
But not because he told you to, of course. Just because, you know.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
So within, you see a few interesting things. You see, number one, a wooden shield. Number two, a healer's tools. Number three, you see 5 unlit torches. Number 4, you see a bottle containing what looks to be delicious red liquid. Some might call it a Kool-Aid pouch. You would call it a minor healing potion, but in my mind, it's a Kool-Aid pouch. Finally, you see a small leather bag.
There's nothing in here.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're not dead.
Well, that sucks.
I'm just gonna put this in my bag down.
Wait, is that sarcasm?
Wait, I can see. The thing's filled with items.
No, it's not.
There's literally wood sticking up out of it. What all's in there?
That's... Alright, fine. Now he'll show the rest of the party.
You honestly probably deserve the potion anyway. What's in the leather sack?
He'll open it up.
Inside the leather sack, you see a small amount of coins. You see 15 pieces of silver.
Oh, hey, it's that money I owed you.
That's where it's been.
I could have sworn you owed me more than this, though.
No. I think it was that much. I don't really remember, honestly.
It was like 7 gold.
Oh, shit. Really?
Wait, no. I think it was... No, it was 7 gold.
Damn, that's gonna be a lot of drinks.
You're damn right. Anyway,
Alright,
I'm
I'll
willing
take
to-
my 5 coins out of that and put it towards it.
It's fine, it's fine. You're a good man. I think. Who wants to heal his tools?
Vestar, would you find use in those?
Have no skill with healing. All my healing comes from Luda herself.
Cool. All right.
Oh my god, we're screwed.
Do I? Can I heal? Hang on. Check.
A quick game system question, guys. Can you guys click on that white?
Oh
yeah, we could open it. Yeah.
Yeah, we
can
can open it.
Cool.
I'll take them just for now. I can heal just a little bit.
Alright, I've already got a pair, so a backup supply would be good.
Sure.
Make sure you try to inventory.
Yeah.
Anyone want the healing potion on them? Because I have my own that I bought.
I'll take it if no one else wants it.
You should.
I have
we don't
a
want
few.
you going down.
Yeah. We need Vestar to go stay up. Vestar, I also have something else for you. I found this in the compartment over there. I don't believe I'll be able to use it, but you might be able to make some use out of it.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'll take the wooden shield. I mean, it's not really my style, but we can sell it.
We can paint it if you want to make it more your style. We could put like your wife on there. I don't know. I just remember you being a wife guy.
If I put my wife's face on that, someone's gonna be beating my wife's face. Why would I do that?
You could remember you. She's also protecting you because she'd be on a shield. You know?
But then she would get hit constantly.
Every other guy would be hitting on your wife.
Exactly. What's
Damn.
wrong with you? I'm selling the shield now.
Okay, alright, okay. Fair enough, okay.
No one beats my wife. What's wrong with you?
Or hits on her, apparently.
I thought you were gonna say no one beats my wife but me. That's what I thought you were gonna
No.
say.
No.
Eric, the wife beater guy.
No. No.
It's canon.
No, it's not. No,
Eric
No,
loves
it's-
his wife. Eric loves his wife.
Eric loves his wife.
So, do we have a party loot for the silver pieces?
We can just split it if we want. Just take. Oh, can we? Hang on. Can we split it? If I drag it, can I only take? Oh, I can. Yeah. So you can, if you drag it onto your sheet, you can split it into quantities.
All right. So how much does everyone take? Oh, 5. Okay.
Oh, I took 5.
There's-
I don't know if that's correct. I just took 5.
Well, there's 4 of us, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, I maybe take a little too much then. Yeah, I can put some back.
No. We all take 4, and the 3 left over can just go into party loot.
You could all
Yeah.
take 3 and give 3 to Karand if you'd like.
Oh, let's.
Okay, yeah, that
let's
works
do
too.
that, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take my 3.
So, or if you walked away when I asked you this, but I was wondering if I would be able to, since I've been here for a while, I wanted to make a history check on the tower itself, like the rubble, trying to figure out like the date of the stone, how much erosion it might have, what kind of construction the culture may have employed to make the stone in the first place, just shit
Sure.
like that. Yeah.
Sure. You can give me a recall knowledge on that.
Sure.
And,
Do you want me to use the macro or just roll history?
let's use the basic action macro because I
Okay.
just love it. It's
you
just so neat. Oh my gosh. John, you got an 18 on the die, so you
Oh.
got some very good results.
That's some good. I'm a smart boy. That's.
You got some very good results. So, something that is very strange about this place. First, the architecture seems to have sprouted from almost nowhere. Where, when you have an old building, you can find its foundations very easily, you can kind of tell how long it's been somewhere, and you can, with a reasonable amount of certainty, tell how long something has been there.
Mhm.
This appears to not have any of those at all. It's as if someone put this tower into a hypodermic needle and then injected it through the ground itself.
Okay, so it kind of erupted out of the earth.
Yes, in one way that it is apparent that that is the case is the positioning of the lava rocks. They seem to kind of be coming out and in and through almost in every direction of the tower. And if this was just an old tower, typically the rocks would mostly be coming from one direction, where this, they are omnidirectional. It is quite weird.
My original theory was this tower came from elsewhere, but it seemed it came from nowhere, which is even stranger.
And your final piece of information, because you did so well. John, the architecture of this building actually matches historical record that you are aware of from your own world.
Which one?
This seems to, and this is going to be quite strange, match the architecture of Mesopotamia. It is
Oh.
very interesting that you would have a architecture of Mesopotamia, but you see some of the furniture seems to be almost Scandinavian. It's such
Very
an odd
strange.
mix-up of
Yeah.
architecture, of furnitures, and of course of furnishings within the building.
Okay, interesting. John will keep that all in his notebook. He obviously won't tell the party that this is a statue, almost like it's from Mesopotamia, because that won't make any sense to anyone, so he's not going to bother. Uh, but he will express that, the structure of the tower seems not from Grimnir.
Party, as you get that information, what is your responses to John when he tells you this is from another world?
I'm okay with that.
I feel like it's just kind of an internal thought of, well, people can wash up, I guess buildings can too.
There's lots of odd things in this world. Why not one more?
Have you all ever heard of a building appearing like this before?
I don't know.
We
I'll
live
be
in a world.
honest, I haven't really paid attention to that kind of stuff.
We live in a world filled with Jotun. At this point, I'm willing to accept anything at face value.
Alright, well, there was a door behind us over there if we want to keep exploring that way.
Lead the way.
No.
Actually, no, don't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Vestar up.
Cool. Yeah.
You.
Oh, I'm gonna follow Vestar, I think.
Wait. We still have silver pieces left. Does anyone want to
just,
take them?
Just grab them.
Alright, fine then. Don't blame me if you end up missing a few.
That's alright.
You all leave the torches behind.
I'll take the torches with me. Just let me know if you're nasty.
I think I have a good amount of torches on my person. I do, yeah. I will light up a torch because I don't need a hand to wield weapons or anything, so I will carry a torch with us as we go.
Well, I can't, unfortunately, because I need it for my great axe.
Yeah,
So
I can do it. Yeah, no problem.
Alright, John, light the torch.
How? How do I do that?
Vestar
don't
will
know how to
light the torch for them.
Thanks, Vestar.
Good God, man.
What? I'm not the survivalist. What do you want from me?
Alright, step by step, but you're doing it all. And I will walk John through like he's a kindergartner and I'm teaching him how to tie his shoes, how to light a torch.
I'm not a chemist. I'm a history teacher. It's fair. Alright, I will add in John's skills the ability to light a torch because the party taught him.
Good roleplay. Good roleplay. I love this. I'm getting big 13th Warrior vibes from us all. Thank you.
Eric will lean over to Vestar. Vestar, how the fuck do you light a torch?
I'll show you the next time we rest up.
Okay, just don't let them know that I don't know how.
Oh my god. Okay. From the door, you don't need a perception check to hear this. You hear what sounds like the sobbing of a small child. You hear.
Nope. I'm going back up top.
Like hell you are.
Is
Just
that
stay
it?
behind here.
Yes, a kid there. You can't just leave them alone.
That's not a kid, that's definitely a horrible monster.
You can't just
Eric.
say that, Eric.
Eric hits open the door.
I mean, Esro.
John, you have heard sobbing like that before. In your home.
Yes. I mean,
It is uncanny, the noise that you hear, and the feeling it gives you.
I definitely run the room, but Esrog does have a point and probably is a big scary monster, so I will stay behind everyone, just in case.
Well, Eric is going to kick open the door right now.
Okay. Let me describe to you what you see. This irregularly shaped room has a door to the east and another to the north. You just came through the eastern door. Several shelves sit in the middle of the room along the southern wall. More shelves are filled with broken jars and shredded baskets. The room has a dank, fetid odor, and there are layers of filth on both the floor and the shelves. To the north, you hear the screeching of rats. And there is another noise, like the sobbing of a small child. And you see, trying to hide poorly behind one of the shelving units, a small girl. And let me show you a handout. Her hands are tucked tight toward her face as she is wiping tears, and there's a large snot bubble running down her nose as she does so.
Is that thing on her shoulder? Is that actually there on her shoulder? Like, is that one of the rats?
Yes, so she has a small, what appears to be wicker thing on her shoulder.
Little girl, we're not here to hurt you.
Who's there? Who's there?
My name is Vestar, and this is Eric and John, and Esther Oak's here somewhere.
Oh, hello. I'm Sid.
He will sheath his axe to appear less threatening to the little girl. Says, how are you down here alone?
I was playing near our family farm. I was just running through the cornfields when this mysterious thing happened. I saw these floating green lights. I thought they were fireflies, and I began to follow them.
Her dress, in the image, does that look like it's like raider gear?
As if she is wearing, no,
Like, does
she
it look
does not
like
appear.
Grimnir stuff?
No, this does not appear to be Grimnir clothing at all. This looks a little bit more, you would say, like your homeworld.
Hmm. But
And-
she's speaking common, right?
Yes, she is speaking. I guess they would call it in Star Wars basic to you all.
Sid, is there anyone else down here with you?
Oh, no, I haven't seen any people like you all. I just found this little guy. He's been quite nice. And she points to what appears to be a wicker rat on her shoulder.
Like the ones we just fought?
This one looks much smaller, almost like a normal sized rat.
He will see if he lets her approach. And he will slowly get closer to her.
Hey,
She
John,
does not pull away.
Yeah, what's up there?
Is she like you?
I believe she may be. I will let Vestar do his thing, just because I don't think we should all approach her at once.
He'll kneel down. I know he's not. He's a very intimidating looking dude, so he'll do his best to not be intimidating. And say, it's okay, Sid. He will kind of hold out his hand for her and kind of give her like a once over, make sure there's no like odd markings on her. I don't know, anything discerning out of the ordinary outside of the way she's dressed.
She does not appear to have any injuries on her. She appears to be in actually pretty good health. She said, yeah, I was just following these green lights when I saw this looked like a rainbow in the cornfield. And I wanted to touch the rainbow. I've never been close enough to touch a rainbow before, so I reached out and I tried to touch it. And then I found myself here.
Does Vestar know anything? Are there stories of that happening?
John, would you
Yeah,
like to?
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like in some of our adventures, John probably mentioned it. Like he definitely fell through a rainbow to get here. But
And we have seen a rainbow theme with John's powers, so that could also be a hint, right?
yeah, John will approach at this point though. He'll have he'll carry Thorfinn in his arms and just kind of like, hey, little girl, there's a cute cat. I'm not threatening, I
Oh.
swear.
Kitty,
Uh,
Sid will say.
yes, this is Thorfinn. Thorfinn plays very nice with rats, so you don't need to worry. Like Vestar said, my name is John. I understand what you're talking about. I had something very similar happen to myself not too long ago. Where are you from? Do you remember?
Oh, well, our farm is in a place called Kansas. Do you know where Kansas is?
Yes, I do actually. Are you from somewhere called America?
Yes. Is that weird? You're
That's
acting
right.
like it's weird.
It's just weird. No, I was sorry. I've never really met an American before, so this is very strange for me in general. Sure. John is just he's kind of, I don't think he's ever met someone from his home before, so I guess he's a little taken aback. But he goes, well, I'm sorry that you got dragged here. Was this tower here when you were playing in the cornfield?
No, there was no tower. I just saw this rainbow portal, and I went in because I wanted to touch the rainbow, and boom, here I am.
Okay. I will admit I don't think we're from the exact same place. Or if we are, this might be a little strange. We really should get you out of here, though. Anywhere is better than a tower, right?
Yes, I've heard of some towers before, but like the Eiffel Tower and the Tower of London, and sometimes I've heard of towers where people get tortured. I hope that's not one of these.
No, those aren't one of these. But it's still not very safe here. Considering, there might be monsters about.
Monsters? Like the Wicked Witch of the West?
Maybe something like that.
Sid, would you come with us? I think it would be safer for you.
Yes, of course. I'll come with you. You all look very nice. My grandparents told me never to talk to strangers, but they passed away a little bit ago, and you see that she starts to get kind of dejected and almost disassociates for a moment as she starts to think about the passing of her grandparents.
Aird will once more tap Esserot on the shoulder for a whisper. What do we do with her after we're done here?
I guess send her to this nowhere or all the other. Or take her back to one of the clans.
Well, I mean...
Let her earn her living.
Guess you're right. Shame, though.
What's a shame?
She's like John. No one here to look after her. And, well, if...
The shame is
missing-
getting here, pulled here so young, yeah, I suppose.
Orf, is this girl small enough that she needs to be carried, or can she kind of walk on her own?
Oh, she stands up and she says, "Oh, no, you don't need to carry me or anything. I've been running our family farm on my own for the past few months since Grandma and Grandpa passed away. I can push a plow, I can hoe a field, I can do everything that's needed to run a farm." And she flexes.
Very good, Sid. Very good.
Hey, kid. Not a monster. He thumbs himself, just big and green. No, it takes you off-world or is offset.
Oh, she kind of screams a little bit. You kind of look like... Are you a
Not
lion?
a monster.
You look like one of my favorite people. You look like the Cowardly Lion. Are you a lion?
Definitely not a coward. I don't know what a lion is. Wait, John, you
Yes.
told me about lions. They're a type of big, big cat, right?
Yes. They're.
Sure, I'm a
Yeah.
lion. Kind
And
of.
then you're kind of like Thorfinn here. And she holds up Thorfinn.
Thorfinn meows like a
Listen,
lion.
kid, just stay close to those two.
Okay.
That's the rule. She said you're Thorfinn.
Yeah, Rainbow Kitty, real.
Vestar will hold its hand and will motion for one of the other two to lead the way.
Alright. Just don't slow us down, kid.
I'll try not to, but have you noticed that? And she points to what appears to be a hand and arm sticking out of the desk on the north wall.
What the fuck?
A hand?
A hand and arm sticking out of the desk. It appears to be a human arm sticking out of the desk, and it is posed almost as if the arm is asking you to arm wrestle it.
Go for
Wait,
it,
is
Eric.
it here or here?
It is sticking out of this wall right here from this desk, just like
Does it look like how old does the arm look? Like, is it a human arm or?
it is a human arm. The only difference is the arm seems to have a slight, how to describe this, metallic tint to it, almost if its skin was made of iron.
What the fuck? He'll look back to the rest of the party. I think it wants to arm wrestle?
Go for it.
I think you're up to this challenge, Eric.
It's a literal arm.
Do it, coward.
Fuck you, I'm not a coward. He'll arm wrestle.
But not because
Okay.
you told him to.
Exactly.
As that is happening, could I have the other characters that aren't about to arm wrestle this disembodied arm make a perception check for me, please? Don't worry, we'll get to your arm wrestling match in just a moment. Okay, Eric, as you grab the arm, the fingers of the hand close around your hand, and the arm begins to flex, and it resists you. Give me an athletics check, as you and the arm are now in battle.
Okay. Do I have a feature for this?
If you have a feature for arm wrestling
No,
disembodied arms,
just using that. No. Okay. I got this.
that is not enough. As you all watch Eric start to arm wrestle this arm, it is in a stalemate for a moment. And then
Wait. It's. Do we get a hero point for after the battle?
yeah, you guys would have gotten another hero point. I am sorry. I should have gave that to you. Do
So
you
I'm going
use
to
it
use
here?
it to reroll.
Okay, please do.
I know it's a waste, but I'm doing it anyway.
If you didn't, this arm would have beaten you. Okay, you beat the disembodied arm. You all see Eric push the hand down to the desk with a forceful fit of power. As he does so, a small hole in the wall above the arm opens.
Oh.
And from within it, 3 small baubles fall out. Boop, boop, boop. Each of them green. Appear to be made out of a jade metal. Or, excuse me, a jade rock or stone. They glisten in the light of the globes floating about the room.
Eric will pick them up.
Now we will go back to the perception checks made by Esruk. Esruk, you see beneath some papers here in the room that there is some holes beneath the paper.
Holes beneath
Mhm.
the paper. What do you mean by that? Sorry.
So, with your perception check, you notice that there's like these papers that are loosely scattered on one of the desks, and you notice that there are these holes in the desk. They are roughly the size of a $50.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll I'll wait for him to get finished up before I go investigate it. But I'll do it after the fact.
I got you. Eric, you have defeated the arm in arm wrestling. It does not reset, it just remains defeated against the floor, or against the desk, excuse me.
I start claps Eric on the back, says, I knew you could do it.
Yeah, yeah.
We never doubted you for a moment.
That doesn't explain why there's an arm just like this.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
This whole place is weird. And I also found these things, and he'll show them the bubbles.
Maybe these are the artifacts you were looking for?
They're little green baubles, you said?
Yes, they are tiny green baubles.
Mm-hmm. I'll take one if he'll let me have one.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna gently bite it to test its authenticity.
It is. I would have to look up if jade is a hard rock or not, but I believe it is. It is a hard thing that you just bit into. It's very
Gently
hard.
bite. Gently bite.
Gently bite it, gently bite it.
Jade, how hard is it? The FBI agent's like, why does he want to look up? It's a 6 to 7 on the Mohs hardness scale.
That's
So,
good.
some care should be taken to avoid scratches. However, both of these gemstones have exceptional toughness and are resistant to breaking or chipping. That is jadeite.
It's a nice hard little stone.
Mm.
They're pretty. Anyway, I hold it up and shine it to the torchlight. Is it also coin size, conveniently?
These baubles are roughly the size of a $50.
I've got a neat trick to show you.
What's he gonna do?
And he's gonna walk over. Is it this desk or the same desk?
It's this guy across the way.
Okay. He'll walk over and say, "I'm gonna make this disappear," and then just push it into the desk.
As you push it through the desk,
He
you hear a
looks so
musical note.
proud.
Ding!
A music note.
And Sid claps. She's like, ooh, can you do it again?
Come on, there's more holes. Come
That's
put
what
them
she
in.
said.
What, Eric? Okay. There's a no.
Wait, did I say that
There's a
wrong?
child here.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
No, that's not where never mind. Screw it.
They'll have to learn the birds and the bees one day.
I learned it when I was only 13.
13,
My grandparents
I
were
was
telling
8.
me about that. They were trying to convince me that I'm needed to get married soon. I'm about 13. My grandparents were telling me I was going to have to get married to one of the farmer's sons up the road.
Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what year is it where you're from? Just out of curiosity. Do
She
you
looks
know?
here, and she says, "Oh, well, that's an interesting question. No one usually has asked me that."
I know. I'm just wondering. Is all, since you came here after me, if things are different, time-wise, is all.
Oh, well, I just saw The Wizard of Oz. I think it's 1939.
I don't know what that is. Is that some? Is there a? Is
It's
there
the
a
wizard.
wizard?
She saw the wizard, and the wizard brought her here, John.
Is there a wizard in America?
Wait, what year is John from again?
Uh,
Uh, she would look to John and be like, "Have you ever seen a movie?"
I thought he was more modern. Was I mistaken the whole time?
I'm from the 1890s. 1890.
Holy shit! Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, right, cool. So the time's a little different. Excellent. That gives me so much hope to returning to my family back home. Great. Okay.
Where does your family live? She asks.
They live in London.
Oh.
Across the pond. But
Well-
that is something I can unpack later. I'm going to hang out with my cat. You guys have fun with your music notes, okay?
One bauble has been placed into the desk.
What the fuck is London? Never mind. Eric will put one of the baubles within the coin-size holes.
You hear a louder musical note. Ding!
Okay, this is getting ridiculous now. He'll place the third one in.
You hear ding, ding, dong. And as you do so, a chest falls out of the wall on this side of the room with a loud crack.
You've got the touch, Eric.
Vestar, I know that was sarcasm.
It actually wasn't.
Oh, I apologize. I mean, I guess we're doing this then? Okay. He will take the chest and put it on the table in front of everybody and open it up.
Inside, you find 3 sets of writing papers and ink. You find 25 copper pieces, 1 set of augury bones, and a single moonstone gem.
Holy shit. Esserot, Vester, come here. Check this out. Aranza, if you're there, I think you're muted, buddy.
He's gone.
Oh no.
I actually believe I need those augury bones.
Well, take them.
All right.
Wait! They're 25 gold. If
I
we
know.
sell... Do you really need them?
It's for a spell. It's a material component for the spell.
Fuck! Alright. Never mind then.
John, Sid is taking the time to explain the plot of The Wizard of Oz to you in full definition.
I will listen intently, mainly because I'm trying to distract myself from the horrors of my imagination. So,
She'll also say, does it kind of strange? It's almost like I'm Dorothy and you're Dorothy.
yes, we can both be Dorothy. Hopefully we can find those slippers you're talking about. They were slippers, right?
Yes.
And get home soon.
And Thorfinn, you're Toto.
Thorfinn is Toto. Yep. Thorfinn is Toto.
Esserot.
Does that mean that Eric is a flying monkey?
He can be the scarecrow you talked about.
Oh,
I'm a what?
do you feel like you need a brain?
Listen, I just met you, and I'm not afraid to leave your sorry ass behind, kid or no kid.
It's a child, Eric. Don't be so fragile.
Oh, I'll
When I
want a
was
kid.
her age, I was being whipped to work the fields.
You know what? Maybe after we leave, we can send it to the fields. Perfect place.
She runs
It
back.
made me strong.
We're not sending the child to child labor camp or whatever. We're not doing that.
What the fuck is child labor? Never mind. Never mind.
Being a thrall isn't so bad, John.
Yes, it
You
is.
get the chance to work up. Look at me. I'm a proud raider now.
That's great. That's great, Esarok. But we don't need to expose every child to that. They could do other things. Like, you like movies? You might like books. You know, they're kind of like movies, but with words.
She
The
says,
book isn't going to defend her when her clan is being raided, John.
Aye.
What is she going to use when there's a raider coming at her with an axe or a sword
A
or
magic?
even a shield?
I don't know. I use magic.
Well,
she
can
pulls
she
out a
use
spell.
magic?
Could I use this?
Yes, you can use that.
Yes.
Wonderful.
This is what I used to harvest the corn. I just happened to have it with me when I was pulled through the portal.
That'll work just fine. Hang on to that. You might need it.
Okay. And she'll hide it behind her back. Don't let me send me to the labor camps. It sounds like what some of the newspapers I've been reading back home about what's happening in Europe.
That's crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe when we get back to nowhere, you can come with me and I can show you some magic.
Okay. What? Where are we going next, everyone in the tower?
Past this door.
John, do you want? I mean, not John. Essera, do you want the moonstone?
What's it do?
I don't know. It's a glowing. It's a rock.
Sure, I'll take a neat rock.
All right. John, do you want this writing set?
Sure. I love writing.
Yeah, of course you do.
You know me so well.
I'll just let that go. All right, little girl, you stay with John over there. Don't ever come near me.
Are you
Okay.
afraid of the child?
He's a very mean scarecrow. I feel like he would not be the scarecrow. He would definitely be a flying monkey.
I am not a flying monkey.
Okay.
What the fuck's a monkey? Damn it! All these complicated words.
We can just pretend he's the scarecrow for now.
He's the scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then she will whisper in, I think he's still a monkey.
Flying scarecrow monkey.
Flying scarecrow monkey. And Sid, how about you stay with me? The other three tend to go into melee if we run into some problems, but I'll be staying in the back.
Oh, melee, you say? Sometimes when people come on the farm that aren't supposed to be there, Grandpa would tell me to throw rocks at their head. I'm pretty good at it.
Okay, we can throw rocks at their heads.
Okay, just let me know where to chuck a rock, and I'll do it. I'm quite accurate. And she begins to pick up rocks and put them into the front fold of her dress.
Alrighty.
Okay, it looks like we are heading into Area 7. This peculiar room has once been a staircase, it appears, except the stone stairs hang almost 20 feet above your head, as if someone forgot to finish building them. There is a lever on the north wall. And it should be noted, in this room, there appears to be no rubble.
Does the architecture stay consistent with the Mesopotamian style that we had encountered earlier, or is it kind of not staying consistent?
You remember reading a book about the 8 wonders of the world and the architecture that they used in many of them. And as you go into this room, the style changed. And as you were in the previous room with Sid, the style changed, and it seems that it is almost changing from wonder to wonder as you move from room to room. It is quite confusing and very strange.
Okay.
From Sid's point of view, I don't want to say how John is feeling. Sid is very confused.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think I don't understand anything that's happening, but I understand. If that makes sense. So.
Now, I see a door right here.
There is a door right there. That is true. And there is also a lever on the north wall.
There's a staircase that goes up or down as well.
Oh, this staircase right here, it actually ends 20 feet above your head. So if you could somehow jump up 20 feet into the air to the staircase, you could try climbing it.
Should I pull this lever?
Pull the lever, Esarok.
Alright, I'll pull the lever. Ezra pulls the lever.
All right. Esruk, can you make me a reflex saving throw, please?
Oh, shit.
I'll re-roll it. I can get higher than 7.
You didn't even... Oh.
Okay. Esruk, you are able to dodge out of the way. Something that you think anyone would have missed. Because this entire room is covered in filth and grime. You do not see next to the lever on the wall behind John 3 small holes. From the holes, 3 bottles made of jade fired out, pressurized at you, but you were able to duck out of the way as they smashed into the wall past Eric's head.
What is... I don't...
What? What the
think
hell?
I think the lever just fired stuff out of the wall.
Eric, you hear a groaning noise as the stairs begin to and reach down towards the floor until they connect to the ground.
Oh.
I guess everyone heard that.
Wait, so repeat that part. What happened to the stairs?
The stairs have lowered now to the ground as Esarok has pulled the lever.
Hell yeah. Worth it.
Eric will roll his eyes.
Orf,
Okay.
oh, sorry.
Oh, no, by all means.
Orf, do any of the clans or civilizations in Grimnir use jade a lot?
No, this is actually quite a strange material to see here. Most of the reigning clans trade in the common metals, which would be, copper, silver, gold, and the occasional gemstones when they can find them. The Raider clans aren't a society that would heavily mine, because that would involve, of course, doing a lot of investigation, finding places to mine, and then doing all of that. A lot of the coinage is actually from, going into the Bandur kingdoms and stealing the money that they have minted. And then a lot of the jewelry is found the same way.
Might as well keep some of the jade. Might be worth something, right?
I'm going through the door. Just wait up.
Oh, do you want to go up the stairs now? We can go up the stairs.
Yeah, but I want to know what's behind the door first.
Alright.
Yeah, but Alright, I
Go
can't
for it.
argue.
Also, avoid the portal. He might just send you somewhere else.
This portal should work correctly, and I was trying to get...
No, I don't want anyone accidentally going over it when we're moving.
little Sid to... I was trying to get her to follow you guys.
I think she's following me, I think.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
It just didn't
she's
tell me
following-
she was following.
Yeah, she's following me.
She would
All right.
say, "All right, I'm ready. I'm so excited. Maybe we will see one of these monsters you were talking about."
You don't want to root for seeing one. You just got to be ready if you do see one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Eric
Yes.
will move forward and open the door.
Let me explain to you what you see as you open this door. This round room is dirty and covered in filth. There are 3 exits from the room, but what catches your eye are the numerous shelves with dozens of circular inserts that may have been intended for rolling scrolls. All appear empty now. There is a round stone table in the center of the room.
John, you might have better luck with this. I don't know what the hell this is.
Sure, I'll go take a peek. Oh! Oh no, Car's phone is warning.
It just said, "Don't touch the portal."
I did not heed it.
Where did it send you guys?
I don't know. Or an M8 it says.
Well, I mean, I see John, so he's right next
It
to me.
succeeded, it took Thorfinn. I think it only took Thorfinn. Yeah, it took Thorfinn.
Oh, it took you guys immediately up the stairs. I'm sorry.
Thorfinn's back. He's coming.
I'm sorry, Esarok. So, within this room, you notice all of the scrolls and the casings and all of that funness. If anyone is interested, you could give me a recall knowledge arcana check to see what you could potentially try to figure out about this room.
Alright, well, would you like it hidden?
This is recall knowledge.
Okay, so we'll do that then. Alright.
Man, John is so smart.
I am an in character.
John, you were able to feel this. Unfortunately enough, Vestar, you are not feeling this connection. John, you feel a mystical presence within this room. Almost as if hands have been placed upon your shoulders. You catch a whiff of what smells like sweet cologne enter your nose. And out of the corner of your eye, you thought you saw a figure with blonde hair, but it is gone in a moment.
I'm gonna throw up a detect magic. I guess I probably should have an exploration activity going at this point anyway.
Yeah, I think at this point Eric is drawn to the. I wouldn't really know what he'd be doing. Just.
I do want to investigate the scrolls. If there are any.
Excellent. So, how this is set up, the scroll cases all appear to have been placed inside holes, like cylindrical holes that you would need to reach into with your hand and pull the scroll tube out of to investigate within.
Alright. John is a very careful man, but he's not careful when it comes to knowledge, so he's just gonna reach his hand in there and grab it.
Okay, will you roll me a d6, please?
Awesome. Okay. 1.
Okay. As you roll a 1, when you pull out the scroll tube, you find a scroll tube that seems to have been gnarled and gnawed upon, but you do not pull out a rat, thankfully.
Alright. The scroll is pretty much unreadable at this point, right?
So the tube has been gnawed upon, but would you like to
okay.
open the tube?
I would, yeah.
Excellent. Within the tube, you can recognize the writing on the spell for the spell Fear.
Oh. Interesting. I think that's an arcane spell, right?
Fine spell.
Let's see.
It could be both, but I know it's a divine spell.
Yes, it's arcane, divine, occult. So it's in every spell list. Okay. Do I know that? Where's my spell book? I open up Thorfinn to see what he has. I don't actually. Alright, I'm gonna actually keep this so I can learn it and put it in my spell book. That I don't
Well-
technically have, but works the same way. I'm just a shitty wizard.
You have been given a scroll for fear.
Okay, neat. I will
There are
I will examine the
several
scroll
more
and let the
scroll
other party
tubes.
members look around.
Would anyone else like to put their hand into a tube?
Screw it. If he's doing it, why not? Sure.
Okay. I'm not telling you the mechanic here, but we'll see if you get it. Can you roll me a d6? Okay. As you reach your hand into one of the tubes, you pull out a scroll tube that has been chewed upon, but appears to be filled with a scroll.
He'll immediately, toss it to John. Here, catch.
He was messing with his own scroll and he fumbles the one that he was holding. The tube drops to the ground and he catches the one you toss him. Oh, right, okay. Sure, I'll open it up.
Within is a scroll for create water.
This is just a whole place of magical knowledge. How interesting.
I mean, if it's just spitting this out, then why not stick our whole hands in it? And Eric will just take out another one.
Oh, there he goes.
Okay. Let me roll a d6. All right, Eric, can you roll me a d6? Okay. So, Eric, as you reach your hand into a scroll tube, you feel a sharp burst of pain as you feel your finger is bit for 1 point of damage by something. And as you go to look into the tube, it is gone.
Okay, that's it. No more scroll pulling, whatever.
Thankfully, your finger was not completely bitten off.
At least it wasn't a toe.
At
Don't
least he just-
bring that up, Vestar. There's a door here. Do we
Does
open it?
anyone else wish to try to grab a scroll from one of the scroll tubes?
Go for it. Follow your dreams.
Oh, okay. I've always wanted to try to go.
Sid, don't
find
touch
something.
it. He glares at her to make sure she doesn't do it.
Oh, come on. I haven't been able to really adventure my whole life. I've seen a lot of movies, read a lot of books. I've
No.
always wanted to have an adventure. Okay.
Vestar's good unless Esarok wants to try his luck.
Oh, I have no use for the things. I'm ready. Let's move on.
Alright.
Come on,
Uh,
Esarok, it could be fun. Live
Just 'cause you want
dangerously.
me to get you a dusty tome.
So as you
I'll
all
stick my hand in plenty of places when they're useful for me.
Aw.
Eric, could you slide back for me, and could everyone slide back?
Oh, sure.
So-
Sorry.
As you open the door, Eric, you look through, and there appear to be 3 giant swarms of those rats, softly pacing about the rooms, chewing on little things on the ground. When they see you open the door, the rats will roll into initiative.
Oh god.
Close
That
the door,
one-
close the door, close the door.
Bohemian.
Here, I'll pop up that image for everyone. Oh, those are just normal rats.
Oh, they're so cute. Look at those normal rats. Oh, those are a little less cute, but you know, they're still cute.
I love it. And you know without a shadow of a doubt, these are a swarm type creature.
I got a 7. Oh, man.
I got a rock.
Oh, I need a roll. Oh, I'm playing one character this time. I don't know if I'll be able to. Oh man.
To handle this.
Oh man, it's a lot.
Did everyone heal up before we started? Or
I think Grandma and John were the only ones to actually get hurt, and then Vestar healed me. Thankfully.
Okay.
Hey.
Are you down some still?
Oh, and I need to roll Sid into initiative as well.
I only took 1 point of damage.
I'm
so
down
I'm
2
good.
HP.
Oh no.
Well, unfortunate.
Okay, one of us has to learn battle medicine.
I know medicine, and I think Karand actually knows medicine. He's just not here.
Vestar, you are up. Sid is beginning to pull out her sickles, and she said, "Are those rats? They're not the good kind of rats like my friend here, are they? I'll carve them up."
Oh,
That's a change in attitude.
how crazy do we want to get here?
Oh, you starting to like her now because she's all bloodthirsty?
Let's get crazy.
What's wrong with bloodthirsty?
A lot of things, I'll be honest.
Vestar reaches over and grabs the handle of Eric's axe, and blue light appears as he casts magic weapon on your axe.
Hell yeah.
And then I think I'll just stay. Nah, let's get in between the rats and the kiddo, just in case. I'll do a step, and that's his turn.
That's a rook. You are up. There are 3 swarm of rats that are trying to push their way into the room.
Okay, I pull out my weapon. Since we were investigating, I don't think it would have been out. I can see one, so I will study it down enough to make it my prey and fire at it for my third action.
Oof.
I will re-roll that. There we
That is
go.
it.
It suffers 10 damage.
Okay. And because this is a swarm, it has physical resistance 6, so it will take 4 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, there's so many of them, it just tears through just a few.
Excellent. If that is it for Esruk, we will
It is.
go to the tactless wicker rat swarm. They will look at Eric, and Eric is just a walking meal in front of them. And they will do their swarming bites upon Eric. Oh, I see. So this ability actually works like this. So they're going to take a 5-foot step onto Eric because they're going to try to get you all in their business, Eric.
Then I do the reflex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That's oh, yes, it is.
Oof, rough.
Okay, and how the filth fever works, you'll need to give me a save against the filth fever.
4-2, alright.
Mm.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Okay. So you are going to be at stage 1. No ill effect for the next 4 hours. Now, so you're going to be sickened and unconscious, but that is only going to happen on stage 2 and stage 4. Alrighty. I'm happy we're going to get to do some mechanics here. The swarm is just going to continue to push through into the room, being all swarmy. Oh, okay. Are we all hearing that, or is it just me?
What are you
The-
hearing?
The epic announcer for the fighting.
That's just you. You can turn it off. It's a core setting.
I was going to say, okay, if no one else is hearing it, can I force you guys to hear it? I might force you guys.
Is someone
I'll do that later.
saying it's your turn? Is that what's happening?
Wait,
It's-
What are you hearing?
I don't think it would have gone past me, or
You don't think it would got past you? Okay.
it would have. Yes, I'm blocking the doorway.
Here, let me go back, reset its movement. It will go ahead and target you. It is going to tumble through your space.
Okay.
Here we go.
First action. Okay. Second.
That is a failure. 10 is not going to tumble through your space. So what it will do next, because it did not tumble through your space, it is going to target you, Eric. Let's see here. It is just going to try to trip Eric, because that sounds fun. As we see, Eric is knocked over by the swarm of rats.
Plus, damn.
And then the rat swarm will just take a 5-foot step backwards. Sid will say, "No! Don't let the rats get into your eyes!" And she will target the rats. And Sid is going to, first action, throw a rock. Yeah! She hits with the rock. Now, here's the funky thing about these rat swarms. They have resistance 6 unless it's bludgeoning. Rocks do bludgeoning damage. And she crushes a bunch of those rocks, and she's like, "Yes!" She'll throw another.
Bludgeoning damage, you say?
She will miss. Then she will go ahead and take a stride action to stand behind John.
Alrighty.
The Bohemian Wicker Rat Swarm. Doesn't even really matter to them. Sees Eric on the ground. They will target Eric. They're going to attempt to tumble through. Wow. They do not tumble through. They push back, ending their movement there. And they will just simply take a 5-foot step right there. And I'm just going to have them in their round right there. John, you are up.
Okay. I am going to use a first level spell slot. Oh, hang on, the index is loading. 1 second. Alright, I'm going to summon. Where is it? There it is. Put him right here.
Except your skunk summon.
Thank you. Oh, it's green. It's fantastic. Alrighty.
It's
I
gonna be
really love
stinky.
these effects.
And the skunk is going to have his 2 actions. He's going to do skunk things. Oh, it's a line. Oh my god. Shit, I didn't know it was
Do
a
it.
line. Wait, hang on. Can I have summoned him just right on this square instead? I didn't realize it was
Sure.
a line. I thought it was a cut. I'm very sorry. Okay.
Were you gonna spray Eric?
Theoretically.
Oh god.
I don't think I can get a... no, I'll have to just do that. Okay. He's gonna turn his butt up to these rats, and he's going to spray his musk.
Oh my gosh.
10-foot line.
They fail.
Alrighty. And they are sickened too.
That is so funny.
Yeah, they're sickened too. I think, what does that effect must do? I think if you click the effect musk on that sheet, it'll add it, yeah. Get musked, idiot.
Oh my gosh.
That's my turn.
Sid will say, "Did you just Are you a magician?
I
Where did you
am.
pull that
I
skunk
am.
out of?
I am a wizard. You know, like the good witch that you just told me about. I'm like the good witch, but with skunks.
You're like Galinda?
Yes, I'm like Galinda.
Ooh.
What
That's
the
kind of...
fuck's a Linda? And Air's going to immediately get back up. He's
That
going to-
smell. Ugh.
Oh, don't tell me about it. He's going to look at Tactless and second action swing down his no. Ah fuck. He will rage first. As a second action. Third action, he'll bring down his great axe. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my. The game knows. It knows it
I-
won't let me hit, otherwise I'm gonna kill it.
I wish I could give you a hero point. 'Cause I'm sitting on 3. I wish I could like give one to you.
The rats, all of them, just dodge out of the way of your axes and look at you with their button eyes.
Man, this is some bullshit. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna end my turn.
Essero, or Vestar, excuse me. You are up. There is one of these swarm of wicker rats within the room.
He will reach out and touch Eric and apply Forbidden Ward on Eric as he holds the door. And then he will use his last action to swing on that rat swarm. Except his axe isn't out. So he raises his shield instead.
There we go. Sometimes the best moves aren't just punching. Esserok, there is a swarm of these wicker rats. Esserok, can you hear us?
Yes. Is there a penalty for me shooting out of melee with this thing next to me?
I don't believe so, no.
I didn't think so. Okay, cool. I need to reload. Because I didn't get to do that last turn. So I spent my first action to reload. I will spend my second action to try to hit this one.
Yeah, I believe the only penalty is that you don't get to add your ability modifier to the damage.
If you'll get an attack opportunity if they have that feature, because it technically has a manipulate trait. But other than that, you're good.
And they do not, unfortunately.
That is a miss, though.
Yes.
Third action. Can I kick this rat in front of me?
Yeah, if you want to unarmed strike kick.
Yeah, I'll kick this rat. I kick it.
Holy shit! You
Takes 8 damage.
These
This is the first attack that hit. Oh, it's not my precision. So hold on. It takes 5 less, 3 damage.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not my hunted prey.
Yes, the rats take a lot of damage from that because it was bludgeoning.
Yeah, 3 damage. Take it. All right, that's my 3 actions.
You crunch a bunch of rats underneath your feet.
Yeah, oh yeah. Stomp them down.
The rats, the tactless rat swarm. Let's see here. It's going to attempt. Let's see. It's going to target Esserok, and remembering that it can just bite, it's going to just bite Esserok with its first Pac-Man. There's a 20 to hit Esserok.
Yeah, that hits.
And Esserok, can you give me a Fortitude save against Filth Fever? I'm hoping that you don't all have...
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It's rough.
It doesn't mention that you have... it has a critical failure effect, so you are at stage 1 of Filth Fever.
I believe that
It goes to
it's
stage 2.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
I
Oh
believe that's
no.
how
All
diseases
poisons and
works.
diseases go straight to stage 2 on a crit.
Yeah.
So you are now at Sicken 1.
Yeah, as it's just horrible retching.
The rats will then stride as they see fresh meat in John.
Uh,
And this is a map -4, but it is a critical miss. Natty one, they miss you, John. The tropical wicker rat will begin. They see the skunk out here, actually.
leave him alone. He's just a boy.
They do not appreciate this rodent moving in on their territory.
Oh shit. Oh god.
They bite the skunk for 4 damage. For their final Pac-Man, they're going to try to move on to the skunk to begin doing swarming
Oh.
bites.
God, he's gonna die. Alright, you got this, skunk. A basic reflex save. Oh, he succeeds.
Wow.
He's so good. Oh, does he take that damage anyway?
Takes and must attempt.
Yeah, I think he
I'm
just
gonna
takes
say
that
for
damage.
this.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wanted to say. I feel like it's
Nah, I guess he just takes it.
he just takes it. Okay.
See you
Is your
later,
skunk done?
comrade. You will be missed.
Sid looks to these rats and says, "John, should I try to kill these rats for you?"
If you're okay doing that morally, then yeah, go for it.
It will take half the damage since it succeeded.
Oh, really?
Yep.
See, here's the thing. I think it's each enemy in the
Oh.
swarm space takes a d6.
I see. I
Must
didn't see the
attempt.
period there. Oh, I see. So he would just take 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think he would just take 1.
Okay, I'm gonna bring him back. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'll just bring him back this way. Hang on, don't mind me.
Sid will kind of sprint this way using a move, a stride action, some might call it. She gets another rock off the ground. She just hucks a rock at this swarm for 3 points of bludgeoning, and she will just huck another rock at this thing.
She's
Who
going.
knew? And that is a miss. Okay, the Bohemian Rap Swarm.
Can you bring my skunk into existence, please? Thank you. There he is. Let me just adjust his health.
There you go.
He'd be at 2 HP.
The Bohemian Wicker Rat Swarm is going to come after Eric. That was a stride. A strike that misses by 8. And a second strike. That misses by 1. John, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to sustain the skunk as an action. And then I'm going to have him turn around and blast this rat swarm with his musk again. The one that's on him. So, get blasted. Make a save.
Gosh. This is so silly.
Alright,
He succeeds.
He sickened 1.
A sickened 1.
That is his entire turn. So that's the skunk. We salute you. You're probably gonna die next round. Oh, and no, John still has a turn. No, come back.
Oh, sorry, John.
John has 2 actions still. Okay. John is going to look at these little guys, and he's going to use telekinetic projectile again, and she's bludgeoning damage as he picks up one of the rocks Sid is throwing.
And then they're gonna throw a rock.
Yeah. Oh, I use a hero point. I have so many. Hang on.
I was about to say.
There you go. 23. Alright.
Okay,
8
you
points.
slay this swarm of rats.
Alright, I look to Sid and I give her a thumbs up.
She looks at you and gives you a thumbs up. She's like, "You guys do that on Earth that you're from? It sounds like we're from different times."
We definitely don't like rats. Bad history with rats from my time period.
Oh,
It's rough. It's rough out there. Let me tell you.
oh yes.
Doesn't matter what time you come from, rats are rats, and we all hate them.
Rats are rats. We are the rats. All right.
Okay. Is that it for jump?
That is John's turn. Yes.
Eric.
If I step forward, no, someone has to stay by the guard the door.
I go next, so you can just move if you want.
Okay, sweet. He's gonna move right. He's gonna move right here.
I think you'll get flanking on this one over here if you stand here, because my skunk is over there and he'll give you flanking.
But it's in the same space as itself.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't think that would count.
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
Either way, they're both sickened, so go off. You know.
I'm gonna take first action step, second action, I'm swinging. Come on, give me that crit. I want to crit so bad. Crit!
Did you just will that into existence?
You've spoken.
Feels good.
Luda said, "Sure, man."
Feels good.
Luda shook her gigantic, curly locks and enabled you to have a crit. Okay. Even with the resistance that it has, that is more than enough damage to slay the swarm.
I love being barbarian.
So fun fact, you only crit because it was sickened too. Thank my skunk. He's looking out for you.
I am not thinking that rodent.
I'm just saying. he's here for you, man.
Okay. He's then going to stand right here with this third action of the stride to provide flank, and he will end his turn.
Excellent. Vestar, you are up.
All right. Vestar will see that it's under control in this room and will follow Eric into the next room. He will use his second action to sustain the Forbidden Ward on Eric. And then he will just punch the swarm, I guess.
Who knew
He gets flank at least.
the way to defeat the bubonic plague was punching them?
Or
19
with, or with
hits.
skunks. Really, we should have deployed skunks, to London. God damn.
Get these cats out of here. Where are the skunks?
And that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Esarok.
Alright, I free up a hand, changing my grip to one hand so that I can try to treat wounds on myself. I use my second action to treat wounds on myself and heal myself for the whole 2 HP. Oh yeah.
Ooh. I mean, you were only missing 2, right?
Well, I got hit again.
Oh
Do you have battle medicine?
I do.
Oh, rad. Love battle medicine. It's very good.
I will spend my last action to retch. I retch successfully. I am no longer sick.
Good job.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
need
my
like
turn.
do you need a hot towel or something, Esaro?
No!
Okay.
I feel better.
Alright. Okay.
Got it out.
Alright.
Get your ass over here. You're missing all the fun.
The rats will attempt to bite Eric. That looks like they hit Eric for a whole 2 points of damage.
Oh, they only hit because you're a rage. Oof.
And Eric, because I believe you already have filth fever, you don't need to save again. That was attack 1. They will split the love because they sense that someone is not contracted filth fever. They miss Vestar, and they will go ahead and stride to here as they try to seek out more soft-bellied foes. Sid will say, "John, Tell me if I'm doing this okay. My grandparents never told me if my form was good. And she picks a rock off the
sure.
ground, and she chucks the rock as hard as she can. She misses the rock.
Oh,
She says, "Damn."
you're doing pretty good. Have you ever played baseball? I've heard that's very popular from where you're from.
She says, "They don't let girls play baseball."
Oh, still haven't gone over that, have they? Oh, rough.
She'll take a 5-foot step to here as she rolled a -2. And that is it for her. John.
I'm going to sustain the skunk, who is going to run over here. He's going to make an attack with his jaws.
Skunk is the real MVP of this
Dude,
fight. I was like, is it gonna
going?
is it gonna be Sid? No, it was the
Oh my
skunk.
gosh, he hits. Okay.
That is a hit.
So that's 6 piercing damage as he brings his jaws down on his target.
Oh. Well, these creatures have physical resistance 6.
Oh, man, skunk, get out of here, you're fired. I am then going to look over at Esarok. For another 1 action, I'm going to cast Life Boost on him using a focus point. So feel free to drag that over. And then I'm going to stride away over here to protect Sid.
Protect me, John.
I'm
My
coming.
throwing arm is not quite there where it needs to be.
Here, I'll teach you how to play some baseball. I've read some books on the subject.
I've always wanted to learn how to throw a knuckleball, she says. Eric.
That's crazy.
I would love to hear a person from like the 1800s explain to a girl from the 1940s how to throw a knuckleball.
How do you throw a baseball?
Alright, Eric's turn. He's just going to move up behind and just try and bring his Spridax down twice with his last 2 actions.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Yeah,
The
awesome.
crit.
It's easy. You just roll really high.
Yes.
Oh boy, I love to see that. Ooh, that feels good.
I'm only level 1.
So you do 53 points of damage to this creature, and it dies. To the surprise of no
Fantastic.
one. And
I'm gonna take a nice
Combat
little clip of
ends.
that. I'll just snag that.
53 points of damage.
Yeah, dude,
Holy
I love
poop.
Pathfinder. I love big numbers.
The rat swarms have been dissipated. In the room that you are now in, everyone, you might wish to know this. This room appears that it was once a giant study. It is now divided, and this is depicted on the map, by a large underground river that is broken through the northern wall. Across the river, a raised dais is partially covered with debris from the collapsed tower. There is a chest atop the dais.
That looks like a trap.
Or if I'd like to grab one of the corpses of the wicker rats,
Absolutely.
just for future study.
Please do, yes.
I'm going to have the skunk go and sit on the dais to see if it explodes.
Before we do anything, let's heal our wounds real quick.
Oh, this skunk is only around for a minute, so it's gonna disappear.
The skunk, do you wish for it to go atop the raised dais?
We should heal before we do anything. So I will dismiss him as he goes back to wherever the hell he's from.
Unfortunately, I'm spent out for the next hour. I don't think any more bandages are gonna do me much good.
Well, you have fast healing on right now, so you.
That I do.
Yeah, so go hog wild, homie.
We need to rest
How
an
long
hour?
does that last?
It's a target against fast healing equal to double the spell's level, so fast healing 2
For 4 rounds.
rounds.
So 8 health.
8 health.
Oh, hey, that heals me.
Yeah. And I will take the
Um,
time to refocus myself.
So it'll just be 10 minutes.
Yep.
Vesta, did you get hit?
I just collect my bolts.
I'm unhurt.
John, were
Nope.
you okay? Right?
I'm good. Just the 10
Oh.
minutes for me to refocus, and I'm good to go.
Oh, then we'll wait after the. Then we can wait for John to refocus and we can continue.
So, for those of you who were affected by the filth fever,
Oh shit, that's right.
you can attempt to. It does take 8 hours to have someone try to treat disease on you, which is
So-
a downtime activity. So it's not something you could attempt at the moment, but it is something that you can do.
Okay, Vesta, are you good at that?
No.
It is a medicine check.
Oh dear
You
God.
want to go to Esarog for that.
As a role, you can treat this thing.
I think if I don't get better myself, I pushed it out of my system for the next few hours, but I don't know when it's going to rear up again. I will do what I can, though. Once we're out of here.
Man, we're getting hit with diseases at level 1.
And I have made a note in our calendar that you have been inflicted with the filth fever. Calendar notes. So good. You all would not know this at the moment. Hey, if there's an equivalent of sage advice where it actually says that restoration does cure diseases, please let me know.
No, you said it was flavor text, so I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh,
I feel
man.
stupid. How do I create an item on my character sheet? Because every time I try to do it, it makes a container or one of the other categories.
What are you trying to make?
I was
'Cause
just trying to
I'm
make a corpse for one of the wicker rats, just to throw in my backpack so I can look at it later.
Oh, I got you. I've been making stuff in the sidebar.
Oh, well, okay, I'll do that.
I'll make a. Anyways, so everyone, 10 minutes pass because you are refocusing. In the 10 minutes, is any conversations had, or is it just stoic silence, waiting to check out this chest?
I mean. Mhm. I guess there's just patience right now. Fucking rats everywhere. Wicker rats of all things. How do they even get inside this place?
They are everywhere. Hey, John, what have you been doing anyway since you've been gone?
Sorry, I got some bread. What's up? Sorry? You asking something?
Yeah, I asked what you've been up to.
Oh! Wait, 1 second.
Yeah, eat your rations.
Sorry, I was a little peckish after that. With the whole rats.
It's fine.
I have been just around, studying, finding more tomes of magic to read up on. And dreams, dealing with dreams, trying to decipher them.
Is that something you're trying to, specialize in? Studying dreams?
I wouldn't say trying to specialize in it. The dreams come, so I have to kind of figure them out. I may not be from this world, and my home necessarily doesn't have these kind of prophetic dreams, but it would be foolish of me to ignore them in a place like this. I'm assuming you've heard what the wolves have been seeing in their dreams. I've been seeing the same. So, here I am.
Eh.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Here's Thorfinn. You wanna hang out with him?
I would love to hang out with Thorfinn,
Oh, sure.
says Sid.
You can have him. He's very sweet.
Thorfinn, I had a cat back home. His name was Bartholomew.
That's adorable.
No. I don't know. These things, they're like stitched together of yarn and wood, and some sort of mage had to make them.
I can take a peek at them if there's any corpses lying about.
He certainly had his time to make so many.
Can I make a recall knowledge? Oh, can I make a crafting check, actually? Would that be more fitting?
Absolutely.
Alright.
And Eric, as you are walking around, you start to notice that there are pieces and what appear to be the constructing materials of some of these rats on the benches and work tables to your north. John, as you are pulling this rat apart, you see that it is a mishmash of papers, of yarn, of trash. That's something where someone has sewed together and bound in the shape of the rat. As you're pulling it apart piece by piece, it is as if these pieces of throwaway rubbish have been placed perfectly into the anatomy of a rat. It is maybe unsettling, but impressive in its anatomical accuracy.
Are they magically bound together? Probably, right? That's a stupid question. Okay.
So we know in this setting, we know about Wicker folks. We
Mhm.
know there are a particular race of wooden people. Could we
Yeah.
assume in some way there's there's a connection with this?
Yes, so there could be a potential connection between the Wicker race and these creatures, as they both appear to share similar qualities. However, Wicker people are not typically made of yarn and trash and spare paper. They are more akin to people made from nature, made from wood, made from stone, made from pieces of the earth itself. Where these, they are different.
Alright, so someone's making these things. Ugh. Don't know much about that, but I bet the rest of you guys know something, right?
About Wicker?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you're new.
Yeah, I mean, I'm well read. I've been here for 2 years. It's not like I washed up on shore last week.
Have you ever met a Wicker folk?
If they came by nowhere, possibly, but, probably not.
Mm.
It's mostly tieflings and nowhere.
What's a... Wait, no, those are the ones with the horns, right?
Yes, those are the people with the horns.
Okay, okay. I know those at least.
Well, you folks are smart. How about you try to, think what you can... Find out what you can recall. You're natives, after all.
I look to the person who's more ranger-like.
What are you wanting me to do?
What do you know about Wicker folk?
They're a people.
Alright. Do we know anything else about them? What are they, or...?
Honestly, I really don't. can't say that I've met many of them. They're strange, reserved, almost like inanimate objects till they start moving.
Hmm.
They're very good at building things. Well, at
Hmm.
least some of them.
They're good crafters.
Yeah, I mean, if you want some good weapons, you find a wicker folk.
It
I've
seems
not
like they
heard
might
anything
be.
really negative or like this. This just seems strange. I don't know what to make of these. That's why I'm not going to put too much thought into it. Let's just kill them and get it done with.
Is there still a
Right.
chest on this dais?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I can check that
John,
out.
you want to open it?
Oh, I'm standing back. No, you go for it.
I like how I'm the only one opening things around here.
Well, just in
Okay.
case it explodes or anything, you know? It's just kind of.
Right. Eric will open the chest.
Okay. Well, the chest isn't locked, but as you put your hand on into the grooves of the chest to open it, needles stick out and attempt to stab your fingers. Can you give me a reflex save, please?
This is why I hate opening things for you guys.
We appreciate your sacrifice.
Well, I don't.
Oof.
Okay, an 11 is not enough.
Dude, get a hero point from the combat we just did.
He's scrounging.
Uh,
He's begging for scraps.
You take 9 points of piercing damage as your fingies are pierced by needles. But the
Oh, that looked.
When this happens, I look over to John. You son of a bitch.
Okay, I didn't know that it was going to happen. Okay. I can heal you if you'd like.
Just do it when I open. Just do it when I open the chest, okay?
the chest is open.
Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Guys, I think we hit the jackpot.
Is this sarcasm? I know we're learning it, so I just want to make sure.
No. I found a rope. I found a healing potion. I found silver pieces. And I found a small ruby gem.
Okay.
That's a pretty ruby.
It really is.
And you're leaving out one thing that you did find.
Oh, and the green velvet bag. It's off screen.
Vestar and I are in a party full
Come
of
on,
himbos,
what's in the green velvet bag?
It's like,
Fine, I'll take it. Jeez.
The green velvet bag, as you open it to see what could potentially be in something so interesting. Hold on, I may have been so excited to make a green velvet bag, I may have forgot to put what was actually in it.
oh.
Okay. Inside the green velvet bag, when you open it, Eric, is a dead rat.
I immediately chuck it at the wall.
Oh.
It makes a sickening crunch, and as it hits the wall, there's a big splotch of blood. As it
Oh, it was alive?
it was a dead rat.
Oh, the sound, that's why. I was like,
Oh, that's the sound of it sliding down the wall, making a sickening crunch.
What did that
with this-
rat ever do to you? Why would you do that?
we literally just went through so many rats, okay?
It was something dead. I mean, I don't know.
How did that little guy even get in there?
Because he
Oh,
curled
I
up and
don't
died.
know. But we found...
Wait a minute. Wait. No. That had blood. That was a real rat.
Yep.
Your point?
We haven't been fighting real rats. We've been fighting fake ones.
Yeah, well, he
John's
must have
gonna run
gotten
over.
there recent because he's not all bones.
I'm going to go over and investigate the dead rat that has now been smooshed against the wall.
Yes. So as you pick up the bag, it is a quite nice bag. Unfortunately enough, it is now filled with rat blood and guts and all of the gore that goes along with that. You see what it looks like of a familiar sight to you. This is the rats that you would see crawl along the streets of London, your home. And with that, Sid says, "That's really gross."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will take you all back to our loading screen because we are at time for tonight.
Was the rat wearing like a British flag as a handkerchief? That's how I knew it was from London. Like,
Oh,
just
it
the rat.
has
Yeah.
like a punk haircut,
Yeah, it's a fucking.
and it's got a Union Jack tank top on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hmm It and by punk haircut, I mean it's got a pink mohawk that is spiked.
Love that.
Can I create a party loot chest? Because I can't keep adding things to my inventory.
I
I-
can make an
if
item.
It's an
Yeah, you
item or an actor would do that.
Oh, I think an actor would do that. Yeah, it would be
Okay.
a NPC. Oh, it would be a loot actor, I believe.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I'll make that party loot for us.
Sure. I give you the power to do so. Well, everyone, thank you for adventuring with me today. Thank you for diving into this tower. And, of course, finding this little girl who was just waiting there, brought by the rainbow portals that are known to, well, drag people from their homes. For a purpose in
Clearly a
story,
gelatinous cube in disguise.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we gotta. Maybe she's not actually from Kansas. She's from, I don't know, the actual Wizard of Oz, you know, and she's just fooling us.
Sanok, yeah.
Yeah.
so she's not from Oz. She's from
Yeah.
Bizarro, United States.
Yeah, bizarre. Yeah.
Uh,
She's from Zoe. You know, she's a horrible creature.
Watch out for her ice vision and her heat breath.
Oh boy.
Deep cut. Well, everyone, I have posted up some potential times for our next